Okay, welcome to another episode of Black Atlas Goings On. I'm Kenny, aka Black Atlas, and we are on the 9th recipe in the Emeril Lagasse French Door Air Fryer 360 recipe book. And that recipe is fried chicken. So as normal, we are going to go through all of the ingredients, and then we are going to start doing this step by step. There are a lot of ingredients, but most of them go in the flour. So, we got 12 pieces of chicken, 6 and 6, 6 thighs, 6 wings, 1 cup of buttermilk right here, 1 egg right here, then 2 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 and a half teaspoons of dried thyme, 1 and a half teaspoons of dried basil, 1 and a half teaspoons of oregano, 3/4 tablespoons of celery salt, 1 and a half teaspoons of black pepper, 1 teaspoon ground mustard, 2 tablespoons of paprika, 1 and a half tablespoons of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of ground ginger, 3/4 tablespoons of ground white pepper, and cooking oil spray. So, the first step is, in a bowl, combine the marinating ingredients, which are the 1 cup of buttermilk and the 1 egg. And then it says marinate the chicken in the marinade for 30 minutes in the refrigerator. So we are going to go ahead and get this chicken put inside this bowl, and then we are going to put the buttermilk and egg in there and then get it in the refrigerator for a half an hour. Let's get to that. Alright, we got all 12 pieces of chicken in the bowl. Now let's go ahead and mix this marinade, which is going to be 1 cup of buttermilk and 1 egg. Okay, and I'm going to go in there, 1 egg, 1 cup of buttermilk, and then pour it over the chicken, and then I'm going to go ahead and get my lid for that. And then turn it upside down, make sure all of the chicken is covered. And then I'm going to put that in the refrigerator for a half an hour, and then we'll come back and do the rest of the steps. See you in a half an hour. Okay, here we go. Chicken's almost done marinating. It's got about 5 minutes left. So it says, in a separate bowl, we're going to go ahead and get this flour, because it says, in a separate bowl, combine the seasoned flour ingredients, and that is 2 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 and a half teaspoons of dried thyme, 1 and a half teaspoons of dried basil, 1 and a half teaspoons of dried oregano, 3/4 tablespoons of celery salt, 1 1/2 1.5 teaspoons of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of ground mustard, 2 tablespoons of paprika, 1.5 tablespoons of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of ground ginger, and 3/4 tablespoon of white pepper. Alright, now that all of the dry ingredients are combined, the next step says dredge the chicken in the seasoned flour and let the chicken rest for 20 minutes. So we got the chicken here, seasoned flour here, and then I got a couple of aluminum pans, aluminum throwaway pans that I can let the chicken rest in. So let's go ahead and dunk a couple of them in here, shake it up, put it in the pan, and then I will see y'all again after they have rested for 20 minutes. We'll do 2 at a time. Alright, so we got 2 pieces of chicken in there right now. Let's go ahead and grab a spoon, throw some of this seasoned flour on top of the chicken, and then we're going to get it shaken up and then get it pulled out to get it rested. Here's the first wing. And there is the first thigh. Alright, I will see y'all again when we got them all taken out and they are done resting. Alright, so the next part of this, we are going to evenly distribute the chicken pieces between the crisper tray and the wire rack, and then lightly spray them with cooking oil. So, because of the fact that we have to flip it in a little bit, we are going to go ahead and do it this way. And put the top side down. Alright, now that we got the chicken evenly distributed between the rack and the air fryer basket, we are going to go ahead and flip you around and bring you over to the air fryer 360 to get them put in. Alright, so we got the chicken distributed evenly on the racks, and I did go ahead and spray it with cooking oil. So right now we are going to slide the crisper tray into shelf position for 5. And we are going to slide the wire rack into shelf position 2. Go ahead and shut that, and then we are going to select air fry, very first option, and it is going to be set to 400 degrees, and then for 45 minutes. And then after 15 minutes, we are going to flip and rotate the crisper tray and the air fryer basket. Let me rephrase that. We're going to flip the chicken, and then we're going to rotate the wire rack and air fryer basket. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, the timer just went off, so we're going to go ahead and pull a couple pieces out and check the temperature, make sure that they are all done. And then after I pull those couple pieces out and put them in the pan, you'll see me flip back to the other side. It is up to 183 and juicy. Pull one of these wings out. $183 actually as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these out, and then we'll flip over to the other side. All right. As you can see, most of the chicken's gone. I already fed everybody else. Now it's time for me to get some so I can go ahead and get a taste. It is definitely nice and crispy. It's actually really good. Coating on there, the taste of it, it's all really good, and it's crispy. So, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Black Atlas Goings On. I'm Kenny, aka Black Atlas, and until the next recipe, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next recipe.